the place where everybody knows your name. Laughter fills the air like a sweet refrain. Sit and share a story, but I drink or two. In this cozy bar, where dreams come true, where smiles and friends remain, and good times ease the pain. Here we go again.
Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? Why, that'd be just swell. Is everything working? Have I switched everything on? Almost. Got to turn big light off. Doesn't really make much difference, that, does it? Hello, Mandy. The famous hat. How you doing? You alright? How's ting and ting? I can't get comfy at all. Cannot get comfy. But hit it again. And if you have a look, I've been hitting over 3,000 pretty much every day. So I am pushing myself without pushing myself too far to try and get there. Ain't that sweet, man? Don't know why the jukebox is playing the Smiths. I was listening to that earlier. That shouldn't be on now. Does it need a kick? Come on, another one. Always done it, see? Eventually, the sun came out eventually, it did. I went down and went and got diesel in my car because it was running a little bit low. So I went and got that today. I thought, do it while it's nice and quiet. 7 o'clock or whatever it was, 6:30 on a Sunday evening, very quiet. Then I drove down to the prom in Southport and I recorded the last little bit of the next Reason the Rhyme episode, which it turned out to be really good. Louise, just enough, not too much. Yep, you can't get comfy either. I just think it's like that, isn't it? And that's the way it is. I see a pink hand. No, wrong one. Where are you? Lulu Bellatini behind the bar. Yes, just enough, not too much. If I've got the energy and I feel up to it, I'll see what I can do. If I'm doing 3,000 steps regularly and it's not affecting me too much, then I'm quite happy to stick with that and then see where I am in a month or two's time. Maybe up it to 4,000, maybe not. Maybe keep it as it is. But I was told by the doctor that I needed to do more exercise. I was told by the other doctor I needed to do more exercise. She also wants to put me on statins, but she wants to put everyone in the world on statins, bizarrely. Don't know if she's on like a retainer for it or gets money for it. So, why are you not on statins? I don't know, go and ask the neurological specialist who didn't want me on thinners, blood thinners, after about 2 days. Because my blood pressure had come down so low, it was almost dangerous. Go and speak to him. Yeah, it'd be a good idea. Rather than put me on medication, go and speak to the fella who has seen inside my brain. I'll speak to him first, yeah, it'd be a good idea, that. I don't get it, though. My blood tests come back. The only thing she mentioned is that the cholesterol was slightly high. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't eat fried food. Very, very, very rarely will I have anything fried. I'm not a fan of fried food at the moment. Mind you, I'm not a fan of food, am I? I try and keep the salt intake down to below British recommended levels. So I don't get it. I'm trying anyway. The only thing I can do is just keep on doing me walking. Hopefully increase the amount of exercise I can do. Safely increase the amount of exercise I can do. Stress can increase cholesterol, which is why I'm trying to avoid it as much as possible. Not letting the little things get to me. I'm questioning myself quite a bit, which is why I sit in the car occasionally and just think, why are you the way you are right now? What is it? What's playing on your mind? Can we deal with it? Yes, don't drink, don't smoke. What do you do? Subtle innuendo follows. Must be something inside. Dun dun. Bit of Adamant for you there. Brilliant tune. Goody Two Shoes by Adamant. I do like that song. Always reminds me of Cannonball because he was on their show doing it. What a handsome bastard he was as well, Adamant. Unnecessarily handsome. Casper, good evening. Yeah, the stress. I was stressed before the stroke, which wasn't good. And also drinking far too much and eating absolute shite. And so my head exploded. Now I don't drink. I don't smoke. What do? I don't eat fried food, and I try not to let things stress me. What more can I do? Is there anything you can eat to actually get rid of the cholesterol? Plant sterols, apparently. Where do you get them from, apart from plants? No Adamant on the jukebox. Needs to be amended. Throw some Adamant on the jukey. In fact, throw that song on next time you're in the playlist. I will add it to the playlist. Needs to be done. I like a bit of Adamant. And if the only things you've heard of Adam and the Ants is the Burundi drums and the makeup and sort of the new romantic, almost glam, new romantic glam stuff that they did, go back and listen to the early stuff because they were also quite punk. They came from the same set of people as Spandau Ballet were involved in that sort of the Blitz kids and what have you, but they were also with the likes of the Sex Pistols and Susie Sue and all that lot. So Adam and his aunts were quite punk. A lot of their songs are really good as well, Adam and the Ants. They just get sort of dismissed as a throwaway band with a pretty boy with makeup doing silly dances. They're not. Really, really good band. Good musicians. Very, very good songwriting. Adam Ant does not get the credit he deserves as a songwriter. Never mind Marco Peroni. We like a bit of Peroni. But we're having Corona Fero tonight. Here's some of the only singles you bought as a teen. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. I've still got somewhere, I think, a 7-inch vinyl copy of Ant Rap, which had little doors, like an advent calendar on the front of it that you'd opened up with the band in it. Got that somewhere. I lost a load of singles. I don't know where they are. I also lost, to my absolute shame, when I say lost, I say give them away, a load of original two-tone singles. When I went through my stage of thinking everything had to be prog rock, otherwise it was rubbish. I had Madness on two-tone. That's how rare it was. Lots of early Madness stuff on two-tone. The Specials, Selector. Loads of that stuff. I should have kept them, man. I should have kept them. Don't give away your vinyl. Even if you don't like it, put it to one side because your tastes are cyclical. You'll come back to it and think, oh, that was good. Recently cleared a cupboard and found your Japan albums. Oh, now you are talking. What a voice. David Sylvian, man, what a voice. As smooth as a freshly buttered panther. Marvellous. What did you think being dark-haired about gentlemen prefer blondes. Did you like it as a song, or were you mortally wounded by it? He's talking shite. What does he know? That David Sylvanian Families fella. His face wasn't bad either. Yeah, I must admit, handsome. Again, unnecessarily handsome bugger. Just added plus stand and deliver and Ant Music. Oh man, brilliant. Ant Music. I remember Robbie Williams was on TFI Friday. Remember the show on Fridays? Chris Evans. And he used to have a band on and make him do a cover version. A bit like the Live Lounge on BBC Radio 1 thing. And he did Ant Music and he did it really well. Really well. What a boss tune that is. John Taylor. You know what? I am very straight, but I would. John Taylor, I would. Ridiculous. And also, the Pretty Boy. Nobody gives him credit for how good a bass player he really is. I mean, genuinely, from a technical point of view, incredible bass player. From a feel point of view, incredible bass player. And also, oh my God, he's hot. He's so hot. I was listening to his autobiography, John Taylor. I haven't finished it, I don't think. It's on Spotify. I'm surprised his Little John hasn't worn off, to be honest with you. He was very, very busy in the groupie department, was John. Japan did a great cover of Don't Rain on My Parade. I shall have to check that one out. Yeah, his tutorials from home during lockdown is when you see just how good a bass player he is. I mean, you think of Rio, don't you? A throwaway pop song. It's not. Anybody who thinks that, just go back and listen to Rio. Cut it into its little constituent parts. The bass line is absolutely amazing. What a superb bass player. Also, yes, aged like fine wine, hasn't he? Aged like fine wine. Unlike some of us who've aged like yogurt on a radiator. Mentioning no names. I like stuff like that though. If you're stuck at home during lockdown and you have a camera and some musical equipment and a microphone, why wouldn't you? People needed entertaining. I should have started this channel way before then. That would have been good. Just with millions of people absolutely bored shitless watching anything that moved on TV. That could have been me. I could have almost moved. Yeah, but you've got a captive audience and you've got ability. They should be doing more of stuff like that on YouTube. Not just during lockdown. Anyone with talents. Imagine like Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo teaching you how to take free kicks. They don't have to because they're already minted, but how many people would tune in to watch them doing that? Or, I don't know, Ronnie O'Sullivan, how to play snooker or pool. Just tutorials. You're the very best that you can get. Tell us how to do these things. Good artists, proper good artists. This is how I did this. Do more of it. If I had any talent whatsoever, I would be doing tutorials as well. Alas, I don't. I am feckin' talentless. Although saying that, if I wasn't melty-faced and half, that's half working, half not working, not half rice, half chips, you know. Just been talking about how handsome some of these men are. No, not like that. I mean, if half of me was actually working, rather, I wouldn't be doing AI music. I'd be actually making tunes. No matter how good or how bad they were, they'd be my music. I prefer doing that. If I could do absolutely everything on this channel on my own, I would do. When I say on my own, Mandy, I do of course mean you would keep on making on-screen assets because you are very good at doing that. But I would do all the filming, all the editing, all the music, all of that. I'd want it to be my own stuff, not other people's gear. But you know, like the collabs, all the famous guitarists playing the same tunes together. Some of those were amazing. Not just the famous guitarists either, just random musicians in the kitchen or the front room. TikTok was good for that. Someone would play something on keyboard. Next thing you know, you could react to it, you could stitch it, couldn't you? And then someone would jump in and put a drum beat on it, and then someone else would then jump in, throw a guitar on it. Someone would jump in and sing on it. So in the space of 6 or 7 videos, it becomes almost an orchestra. It's brilliant. But when you have got proper famous musicians playing together as well, it's nice to see that. Gives a little bit of something else to the fans. You don't want to know how to play football. Don't watch. I mean, they keep on going on. Mr. Beast, the biggest YouTuber in the world. No one can touch him. I'm telling you now, if Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo decided to do a talk show together, the Americans would not know what hit them. The entire world would be watching apart from Mandy. Good save. Right, you're talking football there now, aren't you? With your good save, rather. Is that what you mean with good save? It's still happening, but it's mostly singing cats. Love cats. I was watching a good thing earlier on about drones, which is completely different. Apropos of nothing, but you know, off at a tangent. And some fella was going on. There's this thing going on at the moment. What did he call it? Auditing, YouTube auditing, where people are flying drones, 249 gram drones, which is just below the 250. If you stand on somewhere where you're allowed to fly from, and then fly it over a police station or somewhere, then they come running out. And these people know all the rules and regulations and laws and everything. I'm not stood on land that I shouldn't be on, no less. What do you do if they start recording when someone comes out to have an argument with them? And that's what they put on YouTube. So it's not the drone that's making them the money. It's the argument they're having. Well, it says here in the rules and regulations. So this fellow went, if anyone does that to you, if you work somewhere or they were doing it to someone's wedding. Someone's having a wedding and these fuckers are next door on public land, setting off a drone. If you go outside and confront them and they start recording to put on YouTube, just said, get your phone out, get Spotify on and play music really loud. I'd play the Eagles, obviously. So as soon as he tried to upload it, you can't upload this because it's copyright protected. So if anyone's annoying you and they're recording it, get Spotify or Apple Music or Amazon Music, throw the Eagles on, turn it up dead loud and point it towards their camera. There you go. Top tip, I thought. I love stuff like that. Fight back, man. Fight the power. That will change very, very soon, by the way. Just warning you. Just warning you. Hang on, just seeing how everything's getting on here. How's me connections? Excellent connection. Excellent. Excellent. See the fella on YouTube that made a drone he can stand on and fly around? What? Didn't take long for the US aviation folks to send him a letter. That's not a drone if that's the case. Would that class as a helicopter? Crazy bastards. You thought I'd have done that one. I haven't got round to doing anything. I have been very, very busy, man. Used to do it with just filming in places, yeah. Americans do it with the what stuff now? Sovcit. Oh, sovereign citizen. What the bleeding hell's that? Sovereign citizen stuff. Ah, of course. Yes, I do not consent to being ruled by you. I am a sovereign citizen. It's funny, it's bad enough seeing the Americans doing it, but when some prick from Slough does it in a police station or a hospital over here, it's like, what are you playing at? The Magna Carta says. The Magna Carta's not a constitution like theirs is. But, nothing. Stop listening to Matt Letizia, you fuckwit. So the guy also made a flying bathtub. Say what? Flew to the store, did his shopping and flew home. Darwin Awards. That's all this is, isn't it? The Darwin Awards. There was a fella that got in his lawn chair, wasn't it? In America, obviously. And had loads of helium balloons tied to it. And his idea was take off, get to a certain height, and start shooting the balloons. So he had his gun with him as well. And then he got really, really high. Higher than he thought he'd get. And then shot too many balloons. And the thing came plummeting to the ground. And then I think they buried him in a pizza box. Absolute peak fuck about and find out. Don't do these things, man. Don't do these things. You only get one life, don't throw it away. As oft I used to say. I'm pressing buttons, I don't care. Just getting some Twitch action going. You know what I mean? 6,000 people over on Twitch. There's not 6,000 people over on Twitch. Had a BB gun to control the ascent and descent, but went up to commercial airliner height. Yeah, 10,000 kilometres, 30,000 feet, which is freezing cold with very little oxygen. As we know, 30,000 feet, well, it was higher than that, wasn't it? Commercial airliners are normally 34 to 35,000 feet. And our Louise will tell you, over 30,000 feet, 8,000 metres plus, the death zone. You get HAPE and HACE, high altitude pulmonary edema, high altitude cerebral edema. You cannot survive. I explained to you, Jeff, yeah. Crazy you didn't faint from a low amount of oxygen. I would have thought so. People who climb Everest or Mount Pendle, once they reach a certain level, they rarely struggle. That's why you take bottled oxygen with them. Very few people do it without bottled O anymore, as they call it. Taking bottled O's, man. Yeah, commercial airliners normally 11,000. 33 to 36,000 feet. Some go 40,000 feet as well. They've got to be careful where they are, though. Commercial airliners. Because you've got the Gulf Stream as well, haven't you? Sorry, the jet stream. Gulf Stream water, jet stream air. Which is why you get planes flying from London to New York, taking about 6-7 hours. Coming back take 4.5. Ridiculous. So they're not even going with a backwind. This is the thing as well, a tailwind. It's not a tailwind pushing them along. It's like a current. So they're doing the normal speed, but within a current that's also moving. Mad. Blows your mind that the ground speed is as high as it is. Mad thing, fam. There's some American spy plane back in the 80s that could fly over 20 kilometres up. It was discontinued. Can't remember why. There was a few, wasn't there, back in the day. What was the U-2, wasn't it? Was it Gary Powers was shot down. They thought it was higher than anyone could ever hit with a weapon. And then the Russians blew him out the sky. Was it Gary Powers? What's his bloody name? I'm going to have to check this now. I'm sure it was Gary Powers. It was Francis Gary Powers, American aircraft pilot. See, I know these things. The Blackbird. What was the Blackbird as well? There's another plane that flies really high. Did he need them anymore though? There's that many satellites in low Earth orbit. Did he need planes to go up that high? They still have the U2 nicknamed the Dragon Lady. Has someone been in one of them? Was it Brian Cox? Or was it James May? I know both of them have been in the Electric Lightning to the Edge of Space, but one of them's been in the U2 as well, haven't they? Sure they have. Fascinating, isn't it? All that stuff. Yeah, jet stream is like a stream within the currents in the atmosphere. It is a bit like the Gulf Stream within the ocean. And they only found that out, was it during World War II? When the Americans were trying to drop bombs on Japan and kept missing. And then one of the big bosses said, "You are useless, you useless shower of bastards." And the bomb aimers who could hit, a mosquito from about 6 miles away said, "We are hitting the correct spot we're supposed to." And it's landing hundreds of miles away. So one of the big bosses went in the plane with them, watched what they did. They dropped the bomb exactly where they're supposed to do, and it landed hundreds of miles away. So they put up weather balloons to find out what was going on and discovered the jet stream, which now has to be taken into account in everything they do. How high is Chair Stream? Very high, man. As if the wind comes from the house down the road there. Very high. Bloody hell, it's still light out there. I mean, light. It's still light. About 2'6". In stocking feet. I don't know. I haven't got balloons on mine now. I'm the only balloon on my chair. Know what I mean, bro? My wonderful daughter. I was awake till quite late last night because I dropped her off in town at 11 o'clock. And I was expecting a sort of 3:30, 4 o'clock. Can you come and pick us up? And I got a call just before 2. But I missed it. So when I tried to ring her back and text her back and everything, got nothing back for ages. Followed by a, "It's alright." She was feeling a bit ill, but then started feeling alright. But got a lift home anyway, off a mate's boyfriend, and then they all drove home. So I texted her, "Are you alright?" Yeah. Rang me at 3:30 this morning, and we had a good chat about food and stuff and ting. And it was really nice. 3:30 in the morning. Why am I having a conversation with my daughter at 3:30 in the morning? She was sober as a judge, man. Sober as a judge. Speaking of hitting a mosquito from miles away, it's kind of morbid that the longest sniper kill record keeps being broken in Ukraine. 3,800 metres at the moment. 3.8 kilometres sniper record. That's when you have to take into account the Coriolis effect, the spin of the earth, and gravity to make sure that you hit someone. This isn't just point until the crosshairs are over their head and bing. Mad. Ali Alio, good evening. No Hawaiian shirt. It's there. I was running round last minute because I've been to do some filming. I need a minder to go with me to do the filming, so I don't get stuck on my own. Don't fancy bouncing around Southport with 2 G's worth of camera on me with only half of me working. Sorry, you're not late. Don't worry about it. Never late. When you turn up, you're on time. That's it, isn't it? You are next on the list behind our Louise. Our Lulu Bellatini is doing remarkable work behind the bar. She hasn't barred anyone out yet. The Hawaiian shirt will be on at some point in the very near future. Watch this space. You haven't piggly dinged yet. No, you haven't. Let's have a look how far you've got left. Not long, no, not long. No good there. I know. A pint of rock shandy. There you go. Some pub rock shandy. I still haven't changed them as well. I have been absolutely chocker the last couple of weeks, but have done nothing. Just seems that whenever I think to myself, I'm going to be sound, I'm not. Oh, you want to flirt with that, love? Pint for Eloise, pint. Does it keep its head 38,000 feet up Mount Pendle? Does it go flat? Never thought about this. Read about a farmer from Argentina. He's 4'3" and just celebrated his 125th birthday. Say what, my fat? 125. Waiting to be confirmed. Yeah. There's just no need for being that old. The mouth burnt off you from the spice bag. I like a bit of spice. I haven't had any spice in ages. Although all the spicy things I like normally are not good for you, are they? I'll look into that. Nothing keeps its head up there. Is that a confession? Is that a confession, Louise? Is that what that is? Are you going mad? Are you going mad? I'm going mad, Ted. I'm going mad. That would be insane being that high up though. Because it's not human. We're not built to be up there. Might have to review the vids, adding stuff, shunts the sounds. Go back, review, check it out, man. You funk soul brother. Also, if you're doing it, take out your headphones unless you've got wired headphones. Because Bluetooth, there's a delay on Bluetooth. I spent about 3 days trying to fix a video that I'd done months and months ago, and I could not get the sound to match up with the visuals. And every time I tried it somewhere else, it changed, until I discovered it was because of Bluetooth headphones. As soon as I got rid of them and put in me wired ones, I could make everything line up perfectly. So be careful. You found a ledge, not quite a plateau. A ledge is a start, isn't it? A ledge is a start of legend. You're halfway there, man.
Piggly ding. Next.
Piggly ding, next. Grassy arse, Lulu Ballatini. A new lamp behind me. There's a lighthouse. Pissing lighthouse, which I like. Did I have a good birthday? I had a birthday. Jackie Lewis, what about you? Yeah, I had a birthday. It was good in as much as I saw my daughter and had a hug, so what more could I possibly ask for? Beyond that, I worked and I went to the doctors and got told that my cholesterol was slightly high. Although she wished me a happy birthday as well. When she looked through and went, "Oh, it's your birthday today, isn't it?" I was like, "Yeah, I know." "Happy birthday. Thank you, Kirsty." Her name was Kirsty. In fact, it still is. I've got to go back on the 24th for something else, I don't know. Steve-o, are you out there? Shine the moon on my shirt. You can't really see it because there's a massive light there. You see it now? You can see it, can't you? It's not bright enough to go on there. But it's nice, especially when it's dark in here. When it's dark, when it's really dark. When it's dark in the park. 58 cheeky sod. Ik ben 52, zeg. It is cool. It's a Bluetooth speaker as well. So you can play your tunes to it, man. Proper tunes, man. Banging tunes. How does anyone notice new lights? There's not many behind us really, is there? I haven't got that one on because that goes a little bit mad with the autofocus. There's the used to be Christmas tree. There's the lamp. I like the lamp. The lamp looks good. Even when I'm not recording or not streaming, that lamp looks good where it is. And the lighthouse. Lighthouse. It's nice. And the ship's light. Because we are in a seaside town and I do come from a seafaring city. So it makes sense. Mandy, any news? Any news? Any book news? How was the weather today, giving you folks a spread across the UK? Varied a lot over there in Denmark. It was nice today. I went for a walk at a snail's pace. No, at 6 o'clock was it? 5, 6 o'clock. Something like that. And it was sunny, but it was cool in a nice way. I had my hoodie on. By the time I got back, I was quite warm, but if it had been without me hoodie, just a t-shirt, I might have felt it a bit more, I think. Also, see if we can throw another thing on the screen. I have been mapping my walks using Map My Walk, because obviously if you're going to map your walks, you may as well use Map My Walk. And my times have changed. As Bob Dylan said, the times they are a-changing. Where are you, you prick? I've just called the nap a prick. Wales gone mad. How on, you slag? Why is it not working? What's happened to the app, man? At the end, turn the lights off. I will. Do you know what? I will try and do that before the dance. We'll turn the lights off and show you. Alternatively, oh, do you mean for the moon? Do you know what? Hang on. I can't turn that one off. But no, does it? It's sort of, you can sort of see it there, can't you? You can sort of see it. Very sexy, very seedy. The only way I can possibly look sexy myself is in absolute darkness, in a cave, at night, during the winter. More rain tomorrow, of course. Cooler weather with showers. But, to be fair, there's the old saying that we have in the UK, ne'er cast the clouds till May's out, which is don't get rid of your clothing until May's finished. So don't be throwing your coat or your hoodie in the attic or anything, because you'll need it. You have some sunshine, then shower of rain, then hailstones, then sunshine and breezy Baltic-y bulb. Man, cold wind. Finished the series of your books. Read a sort of origin stories about the characters. Now 2 books. Read the kids of the series. Very nice. What's it like at the top of the mountain for our Lulu Bellatini? Very Mork and Mindy, one would have thought. Yes, a very lazy wind. Goes through you rather than around you. Very stereotypical. We have to remember that. It is only April. I mean, we're almost halfway through April, but it is only April. We're not into proper summer yet. A Jinxie Jungle Juice cocktail. With a red rose as well for you there. How's that? There you go. First of all, it rained for the first time in over a month. All right. 3 nights in a row without freezing. Grey and windy and 12 degrees Celsius. I would settle for that. 12's nice. It was 18 Celsius here. Was it yesterday? 18 degrees and overcast. So it seemed miserable, but it was really warm. Sun was shining, so you did some washing. Looked like it was going to rain, so it went on the Maiden for half an hour. About the best you can do. If you can get it outside for half an hour or so, it's better than just being on the Maiden. Clothes dried or part dried outside, so much nicer. There's a smell of outside, isn't there? Isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it gorgeous? On Bornholm, the sunshine and hit 21.7 degrees Celsius today. That is spectacular. 21.7 Bornholm, 8.7 on the west coast at 3 this afternoon. That is insane. Hour later it went sunny again. Hit send instead of delete. Easily done, easily done. Especially when your hands are freezing cold because it's minus 50 and the winds are 100 mile an hour on top of a mountain. I was watching more stuff from around your neck of the woods. More of that Lancashire lad off YouTube wandering around Lancashire, obviously. Absolutely incredible. So nice. 15 out of 16 for this series. Bloody hell, it keeps you going, isn't it? You hate that smell, the smell of outside. What? How could you hate that smell of outside? Or is it because the outside is full of yak shit where you are, 38,000 feet up? It's lovely. Blame Jeff. It's always Jeff. Do we not know these things? Blame Jeff. FOJ. Blame Jeff. The smell after it rained here today was nice at least. Is that the smell of petrichor? Very nice. The wind was crazy. That's the worst thing, isn't it? If it's really windy, it feels a hell of a lot more cold than it actually is. Always smells a bit foisty. If done correctly, it doesn't. If not, or if you put it out when it's not warm enough or not windy enough, it can do. Love the smell of outside though, outside clothing. It's funny as well, if someone's been out, this is normally late winter or late autumn maybe, when it's a little bit cold. If someone's been out and it's substantially colder outside than it is indoors, you can smell them. You can smell the person who's just walked in the house. You've been outside. There's a smell of outside. The smell of rain, petrichor. If it's rained for the first time in ages, there's a chemical smell that comes up called petrichor, which is beautiful. Smells refreshed. Oh, he likes it. Love the smell of fresh air on washing. But it's got to be properly fully dried for it to work, otherwise it does smell a little bit shite. That is a good drop. A canny drop. Depends on what outside smells like. Cities, yeah, maybe not so much. Also, if you live where we do, you need to be careful because there's farmers' fields over there, and those farmers' fields regularly get silage on them. And you don't want your best t-shirt smelling of shite, do you? No, you don't. Pro tip. Would that count as a pro tip? Don't have your t-shirt smelling of shite. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, what's that? Oh, and where's me Merlin? I found my bird of the day. That is the first time I've ever done that. A Eurasian wren, which is outside quite a lot, by the sound of it. I mean, I've caught it only 3 times, but apparently it's around and about quite a lot. But that's the very first time I've caught the bird of the day. Buzzing with that, man. Along with a common wood pigeon and a house sparrow. No robin today. What's happened to him? I've not seen any tits for a while either. Any excuse for a bit of Frankie. Get that too as well. Yeah, bloody farmers. Always reminds me of that joke on Porridge. When one of the prisoners has been working on the farm and he smells like pig shit. Do you not have a bath? This is what I smell like after a bath. And then Warren, I quite like the smell, it reminds me of home. Oh, were you born on a farm? No. Just no explanation. Look, I'm a mirror. What? Thought Ali had turned into Tippi Hedren earlier. The Boyds. Look in a mirror. For what? For Jeff. What are we on about? What have I missed out on here now? You have a ban on farmer's muck, October to February. When you say farmer's muck, those mucky farmers with their filth. We can't, unfortunately, I don't think. When I took my dad to the hospital, shit, when was that? Last week, a couple of weeks. We come back through the back ways. Part of the back ways of the mosque that I don't really know too well. But he knows it at the back of his hand because he's a driving instructor. He said the same thing. He used to pick someone up from this house. Gorgeous house. Farmers' fields all round it. Beautiful. Back garden was lovely. Brick built barbecue. But every now and then they'd be outside barbecuing. Next thing you know, oh, everyone in. Shite everywhere. To see a tit. Of course. Haven't seen a tit in ages. Look in the mirror, lad. You're saying that with a wobble head as well, weren't you? Just fucking look in the mirror, lad. True story, Mandy, true story. Who's Tippi Hedren? She was in the film The Birds by Alfred Hitchcock. Which is a film with lots of birds in it. Loads of birds. To the point where it was driving people insane. Like the Time Warp again. The smell of silage is repulsive. As is the smell of the silage going from one place to the farm to be put onto the farm. And they have to go past here quite a lot. As is also the smell of rotting hay. That can get quite pungent. That happens around here quite a lot as well. You watch that film, the film, where people coming from Gdansk to see the film. They're passionate and tibulous. I've got to do something. What have I got to do? Bornholm was actually closer to Sweden and Poland than some places in Jutland. Every Danish kid has a couple of days field trip to Bornholm at some point. Right, so it's a proper nature gaff. Very nice. Did she not get abused by Hitchcock? Did everybody not get abused by Hitchcock? Or do you mean, did she get abused by Hitchcock? the birds were attached with elastic to her. It's a bit naughty, that, isn't it? She did. Billy, how you doing? You okay? How's things in Manchester? In the area? With a little bottle of Budweiser. And think you're outside in the sunshine. Cogito broth stick McFlurry. Prof Rumbin. What the hell? What? Kirsty, how are you doing? Where have all these come from? I know slidey writing, but Jesus, man. I'm sure that's what that woman wrote on my thing. No, not me thing. On my prescription. I've got a new inhaler. To which, by the way, I was singing a new inhaler to the tune of New Sensation by In Excess the other day in the car. Very loudly. With the windows open, so possibly I might be seen on someone else's channel looking like an absolute tit. Do I look bothered? Do I? My daughter was going on about that yesterday when I was taking her into town. Oh my God, the sausage dog. She went, you did that the other day with the windows wide open. Again, do I look like I give a shit? If anyone's going past and hears us talking about Myron, they're just going to think it's funny, aren't they? The sausage dog. I need to do that as well, actually. I need to find a sausage dog. Oh yes, oh yes. Oh yes, my friend, oh yes. We have them. We have sausage dogs. I think there may be a sausage dog being bought in the next couple of days. It will be called Myron. All good in Manchester? How am I? I'm doing alright. Tired, stiff. But not too bad. Doing loads of walking. I'm hoping, like I said to Louise and Mandy earlier on, and Casper I think was in as well at the same time, I've been upping the amount of steps I've been doing, and I've not been putting myself in pain or at risk. So I'm hoping I can increase the amount of steps and then keep on just getting stronger and stronger. My legs are starting to feel a bit stronger. A bit sore at times, a bit tender, not sore, tender. But it's definitely getting stronger. So the weather getting better, and with the kids going back to school next week, I might be able to get onto Ainsdale Beach a bit more, do a bit more recording down there. I can do plenty of walking on the sand with my car being just there. So hopefully next time I see the doctor, they'll be a bit more impressed with me. Which they should be anyway, because I'm a very impressive man, obviously. Fuck's sake, man. Yeah, Kirsty getting ready to play the computer in an upcoming Black Mirror episode. I would watch that. A chocolatier, Mandy. Do you want a chocolatier? Real or stuffed? Stuffed. Not even stuffed. A plushie. I don't think we could have a real sausage dog, which is a shame, really. I would love a sausage dog. My friend in Rotterdam has one called Sjors, which is a gorgeous looking dog. I mean, proper. It looks like a Doberman Pinscher that's been thrown into the like a dryer or something, you know what I mean? A tumble dryer comes out wrong. Fair play to you. Thank you very much, Ali. You love my accent. Thank you, Billy. Mucho apreciado, as they say in Japan. I don't sound like a coffee machine like a lot of Scousers do, unfortunately. Although, after, is it This City Is Ours? It seems to be on lives, on the portrait lives anyway. Quite a few people have been jumping in. Can you say chicken? Can you say chicken for me, please? Of course I can. I don't mind. Chicken and a can of Coke, lad. Och, een hel mag je, lad. Give a bit of your chicken there, will you, lad? You would like a chocolatier? Remind me to get the new one of these. Barbara, for Jesus' sake, Barbara. It's the spoon, man. It's always the spoon, man. Spoon, man. You got a portable fire pit stroke barbecue yesterday, just before the rain started. Welcome to the UK. That is exactly the kind of thing that happens. A beer for our Casper. Where's the beer? Get ready for this one. Louise, get ready. Some horsey wind pumper. But was it someone said the epitome of optimism is buying a convertible car in the UK, and apparently we sell more convertible cars in the UK than they do in either Spain or Italy. Varum. ¿Por qué? Why? Anyone know that? Are we that stupid? We are genuinely that stupid. Because every time the sun comes out, it could be -5 degrees, there could be snow in the air, but the sun's out. People drive around with the tops down on the car. Not a summer car. Not just a second car that we take out on nice days. No. As soon as the sun comes out, 365 days a year, out. I get it with a Morgan or one of those sort of old-fashioned cars. The ones with the horn that go awooga, awooga. With just the scarf flying behind you. I get that. But no. Just a norm, like a Saab 9.3 or something. And there's some lunatic driving down in -3 degrees. Top down. Lad, you must be absolutely Baltic. Blame you for the weather change or Jeff. It's always Jeff. It's never you. It's Jeff. Always blame Jeff. Horsey is still the old one. Louise is safe. Yeah, a World War II flying jacket, scarf and hat with the bit of coat hanger stuck in it, so that the scarf's always doing that in the background. Yep. There are loads of fellas round here who've got those old Morgan cars especially, who drive around looking like that. To be honest, I'm getting to that point in my life where I would do that. I don't give a shit anymore. A proper old school car, flying jacket, scarf, hat, playing like what's his name? Carmina Burana by Carl Orff. Playing that dead loud, going awooga to people who are trying to cross the road. I would definitely do that, and also I would record it or live stream it. So this idea that there would be signs if I won the lottery, that might be one of them. If I suddenly start ninja live streaming in an old school car, dressed like that and going awooga every couple of minutes, you'll know what's happened. Kirsty, you're good, just lurking and eating candy floss. Right, genuine question to the people that watch these streams. What do you do when you're sat at home watching these? Do you drink heavily? What do you eat? Do you eat popcorn? Pizzas? Finger food? Full scale 12-course meal? What do you do? Or just picking Skittles one at a time? And also with your Skittles, do you put them into groups of the same colour? Or is that just me? When you were about 20, you went with a mate picking up a convertible. You wanted to test drive it with the roof off. Did so at 10 at night in -5 on the 23rd of December, wearing hats and gloves. Tell me you're Danish without telling me you're Danish. There you go. The glow of smugness and superiority keeps them warm. Oh, Mandy, you are 100% right. How was Oxford? Yeah, how was Oxford? That was the Ride of the Valkyries. Oh yeah, Carmina Burana was It was the Ride of the Valkyries. Many apologies for the inconvenience. It is. I should know this. I'm not a complete snob when it comes to classical music. Or I'm not a complete oaf when it comes to it either. Know what I mean? There's Ride of the Valkyries. Yeah. Fruit, jelly, yogurt. The holy Trinity, the triumvirate. Fair play. You sometimes eat a takeaway and drink diluted orange. Ah, very nice. I have me booze and me tea. I've got me tea here as well. In a thermos, obviously, because I'm worth it. Hang on. Get the badge in. Get the badge in. You sit poised with a pad and pen waiting for remind me. Ah, like a proper PA. And straight away Jeff calls you smeghead. That's bang out of order, Jeff. You are disgraceful. Mandy's a friend of ours. Does absolutely superb work on this stream. Knobhead, Jeff. About to have a smoke and a pancake, pipe and a blintz. It is the life of a PA. What was the question you were typing, Louise? What, if anything, do you eat or drink while you are watching these streams? Do people sit there eating popcorn, having in-depth meals, ribs? Anyone eat ribs while they're watching these things? And then struggle to type because there's just barbecue sauce everywhere. I don't know. You smoke too. Jaggulous. Not good for you. Stunts your growth. Not really. You gave up. Rider of Valkyries by Wagner is Vikings having horns. That's where they come from. As they did so in the opera. So before that it was not a thing. And then he decided to put that in the opera, and then everyone thinks that's what they actually used to be like. Wagner was a terrible anti-Semite and racist. Yeah, it doesn't really sound hidden, does it, when you listen to that kind of music? It just sounds a little bit Ninth Reich. Do you smoke inside or outside? Bit of both. Crisps or blackcurrant and licorice or lemon sherbet sweets. But nothing after 9 o'clock. Very, very wise. With the window open. Naturellement, as they say in Japan. Gotta be done. It's not good for you, by the way, smoking. As I keep getting told every time I go to the doctor. The best thing you can do is quit smoking, they said to me. Never smoked in my life, I said to them. Really? Yes. Well, I did work in a pub where, unfortunately, everyone smoked. And we had a brown ceiling. So I used to wake up with a smoker's cough despite the fact that I was never a smoker. Go figure. Window open some, but not fully.
Piggly ding. Next.
Anyone next? Piggly dinged. Wagner fell out with Liszt as he slept with his daughter while married to another of Liszt's daughter. Fucking hell, man. Was he on the naughty list?
Very poor. Very poor indeed.
Very poor indeed, the naughty list. I feel embarrassed. I've let myself down. I've let my family down. I've let you all down. Unless the weather's mild, at which point the window's wide open. Yep. Sounds like you in the car park. What you eat depends on what you've got within reach. So I just literally, what I can find, I will put in my mouth. Filt, Mandy, filt. Remember smoking on planes and buses? Yep. Smoking in a hospital bed when you were 21. It's mad, isn't it? The world has changed. I remember it on buses. Upstairs only though, wasn't it? Only upstairs. Planes, I think. Yeah, actually, I think it was in fact, 1988. I don't think it was 1988, but definitely 1980. There's people smoking on the plane going to LA. I remember that. Smoke inside and out, but you're using gum and pouches to face it out, hopefully. Jean-Jier's crossed for you, Casper. Yeah, Roy Castle never smoked. Playing trumpet in pubs and clubs got in. It's bad enough working behind the bar, but when you have to breathe in deeply and breathe out constantly, must be horrible there. Poor sod, man. Liszt was considered the first rock star, with girls throwing underpants on the stage and fainting. Proper. Back of the plane. That makes it sound like you're not supposed to, but you went back there with all the naughty kids. The naughty kids on the plane. Shh, the inspector's coming now. Stick it, put it out, man, put it out. Someone stole your crunchy yoghurt. Oh. Bastards. I have to go to Tesco tomorrow. I should have gone today, really. I need more yoghurts. More high protein yoghurts. Was it your cat's? Was it? And you're looking forward to it as well. That's even worse, isn't it? Didn't know you could get crunchy yoghurt. You can get whatever you feel like in this this crazy mixed up world. It's lovely. Right, we're going to have to test this, aren't we? We are going to have to test this out. Everyone get a crunchy yoghurt and see what happens. I like yoghurt and I like crunchies. Therefore, I would think I would like crunchy yoghurt. Have you got a list of suspects? Do we know who was in the vicinity? Have you dusted for prints? If you've got a crunchy, any yoghurt is crunchy yoghurt. There you go. I like that thinking, Mandy. I like that. It is. You've just got to have the chutzpah about you, haven't you? Ali, I have not got to keep going to the physio. I've just got to keep on doing it by myself. And if it starts to hurt or I'm having trouble with it, do another self-assessment via the NHS website, at which point I'll go back in and see them. But for the time being, I'm all right. I know what I'm doing. I just needed the doctor and the physio at the time to say to me, there's no lasting damage. Going out and walking is not going to do yourself an injury. Carry on. So, hopefully, I'll be all right. As I say, I do feel my left leg is thinner than my right leg, but I do feel like it's getting a little bit stronger. So maybe a bit more of this walking, and I'm doing it every single day without fail. A bit more of that. Push it a little bit when I feel like I can. Listen to my body. Who knows, by this time next year I could be a millionaire, Rodders. Or alternatively, by the end of this year I might be in a stronger position, which would be good. Use a Cadbury twirl as a yoghurt spoon. That's blue sky thinking, I like that. Another beer for Casper. Another horsey win pumper. Do you know what I need? I definitely need more yogurts. I also need some more probiotic. The probiotic stuff. I'm sticking with that to see if I can improve. That's got plant sterols in it, so hopefully that'll help as well. Then I need to find anything else that helps. Jackie, you never thought of that? Never thought of that. What are you going to be doing tomorrow? Twirl. Use that twirl. You'll be on it. Wonder could I help you out? I've only got a little one, but it's got 16 stone behind it. Miniature heroes off my daughter. She also bought me loads of male grooming stuff, face stuff, if she's trying to tell me something. I love you, Dad, but you're an ugly bastard. Flake works too, and Ripple. Are ripples still a thing? Aren't twirls just Ripple 2.0? Can you still get ripples? I used to love ripples. Flakes are too messy. Although flakes, why do flakes taste better than twirls and ripples if they're the same thing? Why? It's because they're open to the atmosphere. Is that what happens? I can't work it out. Yeah, probiotic yogurt for months before they even start to have any effect, which is what I'm trying to do. I've been taking it for a while now. So I want to make sure that I don't miss out. So I need to get more tomorrow. Keep it going. Jesus, I'd hate the whole box. Well, yes, I'm a little bit more chilled than I say. I had to get a full packet of ginger nuts in the space of 2 days, which is not healthy, is it? I had to though. Won't get much yogurt on that. You won't, but if you just throw it into the top, as if it's like I don't know, one of the survivors from the Titanic, and then just launch it down your throat, you'll be alright. Only got a little one with the 16 stone behind it. See, these things count. Everything counts in large amounts or small amounts. Love Galaxy chocolate. Oh, is that what it is? Ripples have got Galaxy chocolate on them and twirls haven't. Is that what that is? Prefer Galaxy to Dairy Milk. Dairy Milk's gone off. It's not the same as it used to be. I've not had a Galaxy in a while, but Galaxies are always nicer. It's like a slightly better quality of chocolate, wasn't it, Galaxy? Right, if Ripples exist, I'm buying them this week as well. But while I'm here... Oh no, don't buy that. Not yet, anyway. One has to be careful, you see. I accidentally leave things in my Amazon basket and then try and add a £5 item, and the next thing I know I've just spent 300 quid. So I need to be really careful. And I was. So it is. Chocolate croutons. There you go. See, this is blue sky thinking. This is how revolutions start. Chocolate croutons, who I think, did they not support 8 Mile Radius in Toronto in 1972, I think it was. They used to dip Mars bars in your hot chocolate. That sounds very luxurious. Very luxurious. Do you still do it? Did it give you heart palpitations when you ate it? Does it flavour the hot chocolate with a different kind of vibe? What happens? Tell me more, tell me more. Did it put up a fight? You're as lost in British chocolate chat as Mandy is in football forums. Does that mean we now have to have a British chocolate pour in the corner, a warning? Sounds yummy, it does, doesn't it? Jackie Lewis is also lost. No, you're not. You know all about our chocolates. It does sound illegal. It should be anyway. Oh, so it's allowed in the privacy of your own home. Do you film yourself doing it? Is that what it is? Only Mars. I'm sure there's people who pay for that as well. Chocolate pervs. There must be chocolate pervs out there. I'm convinced. Tom. Are you out there? Are you alright? Galaxy chocolate is lovely. It's a different flavour, isn't it? It's a bit more high class. Slightly more high class than your average workaday dairy milk. Nice thick caramel chocolate. which sounds like a very, very niche porn segment, doesn't it? You love chocolate, you're an addict, you don't like hot chocolate. That is very odd. Very odd. Jagelios, very odd. But then, yeah, maybe it's because it's hot. It's not just a taste. Texture has an effect on people, as does the heat of things. Very strange. Ah well. One lives and learns. You're not keen on hot chocolate either, Kirsty? Some people don't like the hot stuff, do they? Much rather have an ice cream or something rather than something hot, even during the winter. Between you and your God, yes. The instant hot chocolate is yum as long as you double the amount. Right, I'm trying to get healthy, Mandy. My doctor has spoken to me about my cholesterol and stuff like that. Can't be doubling the amount of anything apart from maybe walking or exercise. Oh, unless it's chocolate custard. Did he still make chocolate custard? Is that the stuff that we used to get in school back in the 70s? Would have, what was it? Normal custard with something like spotted dick. And then chocolate custard with, what do we have that with? Didn't really have chocolate cake, it was more Swiss roll, I think it was. But the one with a little bit of ice cream in. God, it's taking me back, that. That and cheese pie. Weird. Very weird. Louise, you didn't used to like it until you stopped reading the instructions and just landed as much powder in as necessary. That's like a free-form jazz approach. I like it. Yep. Oh, different scene, us in Denmark. We don't mind hot drinks in summer and you don't mind cold drinks in winter. Hot drinks in summer are always good. It balances out, it equalises the pressure. That's all it is. You haven't had that since school. There you go, so it was right. You don't do custard school dinner flashback. School dinners were really abysmal in the 70s and 80s, weren't they? Cheese pie, though. Was it as bad as I thought? Ice cream and chocolate custard. Stop Jamaican Mihana. Arctic roll. That was it, yeah. Arctic roll, not Swiss roll. Well said, man. It is, isn't it? Because it's got ice cream in it, which is cold. Therefore, Arctic. Ali, you've never had chocolate custard. You have never lived, young lady. Do you have pink custard at school? We did, actually. We did. Very, very rare. I think it was for a specific reason as well. I can't remember what. Homemade chocolate custard because you can't find it in the shops. Does it still exist? Can we find it? You can. Ambrosia, chocolate custard, Sainsbury's, Asda. It does exist. It genuinely does exist. There you go. Ambrosia, chocolate flavoured Devon custard. Get it round here. Wasn't it mint custard and chocolate crispy cake thing? Oh, now that sounds familiar as well. Never went to a school where food wasn't something you brought yourself from home. I did. The first two schools I went to. After that, Netherlands, Just used to walk home, have something to eat at home. And then Liverpool, there was shops over the road, a Greggs and a Chippy and a baker. Go and buy a loaf, rip out the inside of the loaf, portion of chips in there, load of salt and vinegar and eat that. No wonder I grew. Pink custard only ever served with chocolate sponge. I like sponge. Why don't we eat sponge more often? Don't mean us, I mean us. Just melt some chocolate and add it to the custard mix. There you go. Have a go. Give it a bash, man. Check the shop there tomorrow. Have a look. You got pink custard with sponge with jam and coconut on the top. That sounds familiar as well. No dreadful school dinners. Some absolutely awful stuff. Oh, man. That's bringing back memories. See if I can put this up. That cheese pie. Cheese pie, chips and beans. That was a proper 70s school dinner. What a state of that. Cheese flan my ass. Cheese pie. Vile. List consolation number 3. Sublime. Tom Ash. How's it going, Tom Ash? Manchester tart. Similar to a Bakewell tart, isn't it? But from Manchester. Similar in as much as, hasn't it got the same almondy taste to it? Or am I getting that completely wrong? What about them twaffies? Oh my god, the twaffies. Great 3 points. Here you blues. Dice out. That's quitchy. Yeah, it's not quiche though. Cheese pie, because it's more solid. It's not gloopy like quiche. Mad stuff. I'm going to see if I can find a better picture of an old school cheese pie. Chips, beans and cheese for school. Some of the stuff that they used to give us was horrific. Custard on top. Custard loves it on top. Oh my god. You're okay? Good to hear it. How's Mrs. Tom? Can you hear me, Mrs. Tom? She's a bit under the weather. Golf, footy, cricket and Formula 1 hasn't helped her. I am not surprised. Domingo is in his box snoring. Oui, Domingos Duarte. El gato más guapo, eh? Hey. Claro. School dinners were vile, they were. And women don't look like dinner ladies anymore. Do you know what I mean by that? You could spot a dinner lady even when she was in civvies. You could always tell she's a dinner lady just by looking at her. If you went to the library or something and there's just someone in there getting books back, she's definitely a dinner lady here. You just tell. She's got a dinner lady-esque manner about her. We have pretty much avoided football so far. Just about. Let's get well soon, Mrs. Tom. Get well soon. Domingo knows the score. Hardcore, he knows the score. Yes, we've avoided football, which is surprising for Mandy, is actually disappointing today. He's waiting for Rory's win. Is he doing all right? Is that Rory? I've not watched any of it because, obviously, golf. I'd rather watch paint drying. In fact, I'd rather watch someone watching paint drying than watching golf. In fact, I'd rather watch someone watching paint drying than watching golf. How is everything with work? How's things? How are you in yourself? Are you alright? Is it loaded? I think it is. I do believe it is. I think it's fully loaded, Mandy. I do believe so. Jean Gers crossed for Mrs. Tom. Oh, man. I hope that's my chair and not my back making that noise. Will Rory win? Will he win? Or will he blob it? George Michael, man. Gotta have faith that. He'll win. Watch this space. Yes. Did you hear anything more about the job? Oh, hang on. How's that? There you go. Does that look more? It's not quiche. The cheese is sort of solidish. It's weird. It's hard to. It's not just cheese. There's other stuff with it, but it is cheese. Fucking bizarre stuff, man. Always chips and beans. Yes, the football is definitely less fun when you are an unstoppable behemoth of a team with a competent manager. Less moaning to be done. Those two words, competent manager, have not been next to Everton for a long time. A long time. Oh my God. But it's amazing. When you're not asked. What do we need now? Is it 1 point to be mathematically safe? Well, it's not as it's 2, but yeah. I think we only need the 1 point. Do the thing. Do you miss the moaning? Are we talking about football here, are we? In fact, we're going to do that again because it's so good. Keep your eye on Kippers for this, man. All the epics wrapped up with the glorious. Fantastic stuff. Well done, Mandy. Thank you very much for that. That took so long. These things do. Everything about these streams take ages to do. It's not just thrown together. There's actually effort gone into these things. Quite a lot of which is by our Mandy, so thank you very much. Mucho apreciado, as they say in Japan. Jackie, for you as a non-football fan, Everton will always be dice out. I hope it'll always be dice out. We don't need him back. But yeah, it is. It is superb. Well done. Oh, Mandy's got the S kills to pay the B ills. Has to be said. Doesn't have to be said. I've just said it though, because it is fantastic. Well done. You're smashing it out the park, lad. I'm not a lad. I know, lad. There's more to come as well. There is more to come. Watch this space. Well, not this space. This space. Getting very good. While we're at it, what about my birthday present? I haven't loaded that. I haven't loaded it. Don't know. Right, just let me see if I can do this live on air. Buttons are going to be pressed so it all goes off. Tough shit. No, it's not that. Where is it? I'm not sure I'll be able to do this live. I don't think so. Recent, I've got 1,000,001 bloody videos on here now. Of my own, by the way. No, it ain't that, it ain't that, it ain't that. Where is it? Why have I got so much stuff on here? No, won't be able to do it tonight. But I will at some point. I will. Which Canva thing is it? Definitely not that one. Oh man. Everything's going mad. The whole thing's going mad. Right, is that page 2, is it? Download. Current page 2. There you go, done. Let me just try this in a sec anyway. Depends on how big the file is as well. If I can email it to myself. If not, it might have to be Google Drive, which takes ages. No, don't do that, man. Don't do it on camera, it might not work. It'll have to wait then, it will have to wait. AI's trying to get involved in this shit now as well. Listening to me as I'm talking. Don't like it, don't like it. Anyone leveled up? No one's leveled up tonight yet, have they? Not a single soul, sausage soul. Not yet, you are trying. You'll get there, man. Is anyone close? People have to be close. They have to be close. Just looking at it, people need to be close. That's odd. There's usually at least one, there is. And normally they come in threes, don't they? We do tend to have hat-tricks most weeks. Even people who are not on the same kind of levels still seem to level up together. It's weird. That is a nice booze. I've got loads of booze. Without a single bit of alcohol in it. Are you working tonight? Tom. It won't be you, Louise. You never know, it might be. You never know. You're in there, you're in amongst it, girl. Go ahead. Get stuck in. You need to chat more. See, because you're more reserved, more thoughtful. Like some of these people in this bloody chat. Coming round here, giving it lobsters. It might be you. It could be you. Come on down, the price is right. Be right back, Ali out, no worries. Be like the rest, talk shite all night. Always works. Piggly dinged as well, by the way. If anyone else wants to go behind the bar, let me know. It has piggly dinged, I never even heard it. Hurt your fingers. Oh. Is that because you got frostbite? Being that high up? Is that what it is? Need to employ someone to type for you. Get cheekbones, you have to come in and type for you. There you go. And to fetch your things. Someone please win the lottery. It's needed. It is needed. And a motorhome with an inside toilet for our Jackie. Got to be done. Use talk to text, which is like text to talk, only the other way around. Right, so you did hear more about the job. Recruiter asked, or told you to ask the employer, and the employer said they haven't heard anything about the job yet. All you know is you've been allocated something they've called Liverpool stroke Sefton. Ooh. I live in Sefton. I live over the road from the hospital in Sefton. You never know. You might see me on my walk, limping up and down Town Lane, swearing to myself, fucking bastard thing. You need to retire to your motorhome with an inside toilet. If I win, I will buy you one easily. There you go. I would even buy myself something similar, just for little bits of a jaunt here and there. Been watching a few of those van lifers recently. Some of those look absolutely amazing. I think it'd take a bit of practice though to get used to it. Don't know. Could I manage that? Could I do it? Possibly. Who knows, or dares ask. You're waiting to hear more. You think Sefton might be a bit of a commuting stretch given it's a pay drop? We shall see. It is a bit of a journey, isn't it? Just me getting from here to Liverpool city centre takes the best part of an hour. Can be a bit of a ball ache. But Sefton, of course, is also Bootle. From Bootle to Southport. So it's a huge stretch of the coast. Knock on the window and get a brew. Brew. Window. Brew. Jackie's an honorary Evertonian. But she is actually, because she moans enough. I could 3D print and drone one over to you. I could. Easily. Is that a compliment? Of course it is, Jackie. Of course it is. Anyone that can be as miserable as us, definitely a compliment. You're a special kind of person to be as miserable as us. It's nice. Oh, it is Sunday, isn't it? I have to bear that one in mind, won't I? You only deal in compliments. That sounds like the kind of thing that's said normally by someone in a pastel blue crimpoline suit with the arms rolled up, the sleeves rolled up, and a pair of espadrilles in Miami Vice or something. I only deal in compliments, of course. Too long in your job? Absolutely. Get out there, get amongst it. Like you know, man. Yeah, anyway, hopefully the next reason the rhyme will drop tomorrow because I've got it all sorted. Just need to go through it and make sure it's alright. So, wearing a pastel blue full zip hoodie with the sleeves rolled up. That's near enough. White loafers, of course. Espadrillish slippers. Espadrilles or white loafers work. Also, curly hair with soul glow in it, so it's all shiny. Droopy moustache. We've all been there. How are the fair babies? Yeah, the therapist in you, positive. Got to talk positive. Linen pant, oh man, yeah. That's the look. Imagine being able to carry that off. You had a shave earlier, no moustache. So your middle name was not Magnum, Thomas Magnum, no. White loafers. The choice, white patent leather loafers. The choice of nightclub shaggers all over the north of England in the 70s and 80s. Always. Especially ones that had that little, either a tassel, like a golf tassel, or the little goldy, I don't know, like a bracelet on the front of them as well. Horrific things. Proper leather though. Fair babies snoring. Good. Whether work or life, you try and find the positives. It keeps you getting too low for too long. Has to be done. You've got to be realistic as well, but it's easy for the lows to drag you down. Just drag yourself up. Maintain the level. That's the way to do it. Up the workers. You've got to do it yourself anyway, because there's always some bastard who's willing to try and drag you down. You know what I mean? Always someone. Have you thought of this? No. Well, what if this happened? Well, shit, if something like this. What if? Anything could happen. Don't think about stuff like that. Keep yourself up, so to speak. You have a good life, Jack. You have a good life. You have. Surrounded by fair babies. What more can you ask for, man? How am I feeling? How am I myself? I was missed on Wednesday. Glad I got the gift of Jess on my birthday. I did. I was very, very lucky with that. I had a headache on Wednesday pretty much all day. And I sat here in front of these two screens working all day. And it just wouldn't go away. So I thought, I can't sit here for another 3 hours after work at the same desk. Otherwise, my brain's going to explode, so I couldn't. So I made the decision. Look after me health, know what I mean? After me health. You're very lucky. We'll start doing a pissing lottery then, Lewis. Northern Ireland's own Rory. 4 ahead with 9 to play. Ooh. 4's not enough though, is it? Never enough. Yeah, you missed me. The rest of those sods were celebrating the night off. Evils. Horrific. Could still go tits up. Well, you couldn't, Jackie. You haven't got any. Oh, that's fighting talk where she comes from. You don't gamble. It's not gambling doing the lottery. It's not gambling. Not proper gambling anyway. Proper gambling is where you lose your shirt on the turn of a card or something. That's proper gambling. Lottery is just, it's a couple of quid. Here we go. See what happens. I'll do it though. You don't gamble, just beg off others. It'll be sound, man. If the lotto comes in, everyone will get toys, everyone will get presents. Guaranteed. And see his 4-year-old daughter putting the ball. No pressure on that kid, is there? No pressure at all. Although, nowhere near the same as Sergio Aguero's son. His dad's Sergio Aguero, a world-class striker. His godfather, Leo Messi, the greatest footballer in history. And his granddad, Maradona, probably the second greatest footballer in history. Imagine that one. What do you want to be when you grow up? Anything but a footballer, Dad. No pressure, son. Don't like golf, but that clip was class. It's not about golf, is it? That's the thing, no. It's about family. So it doesn't matter what they're doing. When you see something, I haven't seen it myself, but you know what I mean? When you see something like that, You didn't even realise Wednesday wasn't happening until you turned up early and saw the live in 4 days bit. Wednesday did happen. I just didn't happen on here on the same day. What happened to him? 1 week, divorce, next week all loved up. Say what? Who? Rory. Who's divorced? Messi, the greatest footballer in history. Skilly man in Jai wants a word. As does Tony Hibbert, son of Putin. Rory, is it Rory? Was he divorced last week? Or loved up this week? Whoever that is, that would suggest maybe this week was happening before last week. If that makes any sense. You'd get a little bird telling you. I think most people who check the actual community posts knew that it wasn't happening. Mandy doesn't check them, of course. And I don't blame you, to be honest. George Best was the greatest. Nah, sorry. Fantastic player though, George Best. Messi is on a different level altogether. Cruyff as well, amazing. You think Njai is a womble? He's a brilliant player. Skiller man. Ilya Njai. And considering he comes from Senegal, well, born in France, of Senegalese parentage, he has a spectacularly good Mandem Ute London accent. Because he was a kid when he came here and he speaks like a lot of the young lads. It's mad. You don't check posts either. Who checks posts? You normally get a notification half an hour beforehand, and when that didn't come through, that's when you check the post section. I know people commented on it. I know that. I thought that was you as well, Jackie. Wonder how good Messi would be if he kept his little legs. I know. He was only a little tiny, wasn't he? Then Barcelona were the ones who paid for his steroids and made him the giant that he is at 5'6" or whatever it is. What a player, though. He reminds me of me in five-a-side. Only not quite as good, obviously. Underground, overground, wombling free. Yep. He doesn't play for Wimbledon, though. 5'6" is giant. A smidge over 5'6" is giant. It is. Although saying that, when you look at the Everton team at the moment, Jesus man, is Branthwaite 6'5", raw-boned Cumbrian, and then you've got Jake O'Brien who's 6'6", a proper Irish navvy of a man, fucking massive. Them two side by side are a wall to themselves. It's mad. They are huge with a capital Q. It's not about the height anyway, is it? It's what you do with it that counts. I've done a lot with my height over the years. Normally changing bulbs for people. Getting things off shelves in supermarkets. Did it for some fella who was in a wheelchair the other week. So can you get me that off the top shelf? And I looked at him and went, I'll try, mate. I've only got one working hand now. So between the two of us, we made like 3/4 of a normal human being. But I sorted it for him. And you go, do you need anything else? If you see me around the shop, you need anything else, just give me a shout. I will do, son, I will do. Those videos that he sent of an eagle with a camera attached to its wing in one video and the next it's back flying over the Alps. I am going to check them later, Ali out. Louise, you are a smidge over 5'6", You are 4 inches taller than 5'6". What? Are you saying you're 5'10" in real life? Best things come in small packages. Yes, my mum used to say that. At which point her mum used to say, good things come in small packages, but cyanide comes in little bottles. What are the rules to get into a team, any nationality? Into a football team, a normal, just a club. Yeah, anything. Doesn't matter where you're from in the world. You might need to get a work permit to come over, but anyone from anywhere in the world, in theory, can play for the team. The rules to get into a national team, you have to either be born there, have spent most of your life there and most of your childhood schooling in that country, and you can become nationalised, or parents or grandparents born in a country, you can play for them. Which is why Ireland, both islands, have a lot of historical Brits, English, Scottish and Welsh playing for them as well, because their families were Irish, so they can play for Ireland. True story. Then there's people like Danny Cadamarteri, plays for Everton, who's obviously got an Italian heritage, a Jamaican heritage, and was born in the UK, so he could have played for Italy, Jamaica, England, Scotland, Ireland. I don't think it was Wales, it was someone else as well he could have played for. Bizarre. Diamonds, of course. You would say that, wouldn't you, being a short arse yourself as well? Jackie Lewis. Yeah, Alex Inyako, Ghanaian, given a 4-year deal by Everton with a 3-year work permit. Refused to play for us as a fan tried to swap shirts with him mid-match down at Arsenal. I remember it well. I remember him scoring against Man City, was it pre-season, with a back heel. This lad's going to be great. The next Patrick Vieira. The next Vieira. More at the fucking next Vieira Duckworth, to be honest with you. Grandmother's dad was 6'1" and her mother was 4'11". She had 2 sisters that were small and 2 brothers who were small. But her and her older brother were pretty tall. He's 6 foot and her 5'8". It's weird the way it moves. On my granddad's side of the family, I think he was 6'1" maybe, 6 foot 6'1". My dad was 6'2". But like his uncles were all 6'8" and 6'7" and stuff, so my dad's side of the family is some really, really tall people in it. And then it came out in me, being a smidge under 6'2". Why did he take that thick, good Irish phrase there? He didn't like it because the lad who jumped on said swap shirts with me, a fat, baldy, alcoholic, would put more effort in than he would. He didn't seem to be remotely interested in running around or trying. Bizarre. The football season is nearly done. The cricket season is blooming. So it's Dale out or Benkenstein out or just Cough Lanks, yes. Unfortunately. Come on, Lanks. They need to do better. I'm sick of them being shit. But fair play to Sir James Anderson. Knighted. Fantastic stuff. Deserves it. A career that long. Yes, Armandi's currently working on a cricket on-screen asset for our Tomash. And me, of course, because I also like cricket. Marvellous stuff. What's Cough Lanks? Fuck off Lancashire. Thomas and myself both support Lancashire Cricket Club because that's where we're from, sort of. I was born in Lancashire. 1973, Liverpool was in Lancashire. A year later it became Merseyside. So yeah, Lancashire lad, Burnley lad, the Burnley wall. Fantastic stuff. Love our Jimmy. What a player. Might be ready by Wednesday. Don't hold your breath. Doesn't matter, we've still got about 600 things to actually upload before then anyway. Justin Rose, 4 behind Rory. What? Justin Rose. I remember him in 1991 at Royal Birkdale as a kid. Is he still a kid after all these years? Cricket is like football, but the balls are harder, much harder. Mandy's efforts are exceptional. They are absolutely exceptional. Especially think what it actually takes to do these things. It's not easy. It ain't easy, man. And I'm delighted because it means I don't have to do any of it. Rose was first for the first 2 rounds. I did not know. I'd rather watch my own autopsy than watch golf, to be honest. But there you go. But I remember him being a little fresh-faced kid, Justin Rose, at Birkdale. Have we been on since you went to Lord's? You were there, weren't you, during the Ninja stream? Have we been on since? We have, haven't we? That was the weekend. That was the Friday. Yeah, the Friday and Saturday. I was on the Sunday, so we have been on since. It was the Wednesday after I missed. How many rounds are they playing? 4 rounds of 18 holes. That's a lot of holes. You said hello from Trafalgar Square. That was on the sunset stream. We need more of those. We need more of those sunset streams. I'm looking into it as well. Would I be able to power an actual camera and an actual laptop? Could I do that from down there? It would be fantastic to have this quality of camera and a decent quality connection to a lappy. There could be all kinds. We could have chat on there. We could have Frankie Howard popping up occasionally. We could have all that. We're on the final round. There we go. We're on 4 out of 4. Got scared that your phone was going to be robbed. All you need to do if you're thinking about your phone's getting robbed, put on the proper dead hard Scouse accent. They won't mess with you then. Do you think you're going to take my fucking phone, lad? Hey! That's why you're doing in the clips. Give us non-sporty types something to watch. Suffering for your art, Mandy. Big power bank. What do you call me? Yeah. But I've got a really big power bank, which I know can power the dummy battery to power a camera. That's not a problem. Powering the laptop, on the other hand, might be an issue. Because it hasn't got a plug that you can plug a 3-pin plug into. But I was looking at that the other day. You can get them. Charge them up at home and take them with you and plug in your normal stuff. I don't know though. Do I need one? Do I actually need one? How long do they last? What can you run off them? I'll have a look into it. But I'd like to be able to do that at some point. Just take a laptop, take a camera, and have it doing a proper sunset stream from the car. Rory's 4 shots ahead after 3 rounds and where he is now, yep. So if he stays the way he is, he wins. You could live comfortable for 500 years on the money that Trump has used on golf so far in this term. It is insane, isn't it? Absolutely insane. He was always going on about Biden spending money. And yet he's already spent in 3 months more than Biden spent in 4 years, which is mad, isn't it? Money's nothing. Watched a good video again today by Gary Stevenson. about what's been happening with the last sort of few weeks. There's a lot of insider trading going on there. Marjorie Taylor Greene didn't just buy loads of stock before Trump, well, when Trump said now would be a good time to buy, hint, hint. She also bought a load of tech stock. Then all of a sudden he said, right, Chinese tariffs are staying in place, but we're going to make an exemption for computers, mobile phones, laptops, iPads, etc., etc. Meaning all those rose again. Gary Stevenson made a lot of money himself again, just by reading what was on social media and spending a lot of his money, of which he's got loads. Rory 14 under for the tournament, leads by 4. Amen Corner approaches. Good band, Amen Corner. Need or want normally doesn't stop me. No, but it is one of those where I have been spending loads of money recently, so I need to at least start thinking, can I justify things? Do I actually need it? Do I need a £2,000 camera and lens combination? I do. I deserve it. Smeeg. Heed. Hang on there till I find it. I say, Ali. We haven't got it. Of all the drinks that we've got, we haven't got one of those. Nothing. There you go. A Pepto-Bismol, very, very pink. Looks like Winderline, doesn't it? Pepto-Bismol. Be very careful with that. Although, to be fair, I used to drink vodka and Winderline. You still got a headache in the morning, but your eyes were clear as a bell.
Very poor. Very poor indeed.
Very poor indeed. There is a pink drink, there is, but it's Huache, not Pepto. Should we throw a Huache up there anyway, just in case? Huache, look at that. Isn't that fantastic stuff? Best burn you heard of Marjorie Taylor Greene was the politician in a comeback to her, talking about free speech. Described her to her face as badly built butch body. She's not the greatest, is she? Airing that Lauren Boebert. We've got some fucking stupid politicians over here, but man, they take the biscuit. The whale's gone mad. You'd actually drink that? Of course you would, man. Of course you would. And you would enjoy it. I'd never even heard of it, never mind anything else, so fair play to you. Oh, tell you what, that's a good cup of tea, that. That is a good cup of tea. Insider trading, the whole thing is, you've got Trump saying today would be now would be a good time to buy, and then all his minions got on buying stuff, and then he says we're holding back the tariffs for 90 days. The stock market goes through the roof. They all make a load of money. It's insider trading. People have gone to jail for less than this, and he's doing it out in the open because nobody's going to stop him. At what point do people just think, though, where does the money that they're making off the stock market, where does that come from? It comes from the pockets of other people who are losing out on the stock market. It's themselves, it's the pension schemes and things like that. I think you missed, Jeff. You haven't. You haven't, but it is Sunday. What's Jeff been doing this week? Needs more blood. Oh, he's changed as well. Is he on a different diet? Eating an apple. Cheekbones again there, Jeff. Better, but where's the meaty bone crunch? Oh, there's blood in that, isn't it? Blood smoothie. Here we go. Look at him. Never more happy than when he's biting on bone, so to speak. Has he been told about his... has he got cholesterol? What's he got? He's got battery acid, hasn't he? He doesn't have blood or anything. What? Which what with? Bog, no. He has got Tom's Pepto-Bismol there, he has. But it was made out of blood. Blood. Yo, what up, blood? You watch Medic's Touch. They've gotten as big as a news channel. Alright. You watch them from time to time. Looks like Jeff's on steroids. Jeff is anything he wants to be. He can just blink and all of a sudden he's the size of a house. He's massive, man. And he's messing with your chat. Pepto. See, I knew what you meant. Jeff can't get in the way of communication, even though he thinks he can. Although pesto bismol would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Basil, garlic, bit of salt. And then when you eat it, it sorts you out. I'd have that. I'd have a insalata calabrese with pesto bismol. Fantastic stuff. There you go. Dragon's Den, that one, Louise. You make your fortune here. All 5'10" of you. Bit of Fergal on the jukebox there. Go ahead, Fergal, lad. He's still kicking off at the moment, isn't he? He's challenged someone to drink, some politician I think it was, to go and drink some water out of a lake, and they won't do it. Shit house. I'm not sure of the colour, but it's green. It looks healthy, doesn't it? Green. The colour of health. Which is weird because we say when you're healthy you're in the pink. Which Pepto-Bismol is. So, I don't know, it's weird, isn't it? What does he do in the daytime, Jeff? Sucking the system dry. He is a disgrace to all the well-known Blue K folks. He is. He's out there doing nothing back in return. Didn't even notice it, you just read it as Pepto. A lot of people don't. Have you ever seen that thing where there's a sentence and the first letter of every word is correct, first and last letter, and all the rest are jumbled up, and you can just read it, or so many people can, and reads, you could scan through it like it was normal. It's only if the first and last letter of a word are the wrong way, you can't work it out. Weird. Oh, shite. How you doing, Donald? You alright? How's it going, yeah, right, what? Just keeping an eye on Fergal to make sure he hasn't paused. He hasn't, he's still going strong. That is still hot, that though. Jesus. How's things clinging to the edge of Europe? Is it still like plus 28 degrees or something there? Are we going to get any more slow molly vids? We need to know these things. Like a bit of slow-mo. That reminds me, I do need to do something. I need to make sure that I've updated the camera firmware so we can do 120 frames per second in 4K. Which means super buttery slow-mo. Should be grand. How's your bread buttered? I've got to do something else as well. I can't think what it is. You could watch football if it was played by teams of mollies. We all could. 6 seconds of normal video is about 1.12 seconds in slow motion. Depends on the slow motion as well. I know on my phone, Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra, it does 900 odd frames per second, so it can really slow it down to, I don't know, probably 20 seconds of normal video can get down to, or rather the other way around. A couple of seconds would be 20 odd seconds in slow motion. It's mad. Sorry, a minute and 12 seconds, yeah. Right, yeah. I'm losing the plot. It's mad the way it works. How much is it? Let's have a look. Super slow-mo. Does it tell you? Where's the settings? Doesn't even tell you. But I did one the other week. The train going past me when I was picking my daughter up, which took probably less than a second, and it was just ridiculous. Just sat there watching it. It went on forever and ever. Don't want to have butter on bread. Yeah, 900 odd frames a second. Well, I'm going to find out what the actual, how much it is. Just under 1,000 frames per second is just insane. No, I don't need that. What's new? Samsung Super Slow-Mo. FPS. 960 frames per second. There you go. That's the one. Just ridiculous. There's no need for that to be in that. How can you carry around a phone with you? It's not even a new phone. S23, it's 2 years old. Well, 2.5 years old. How can you have something like that in your pocket? It's stupid, man. Does it tell you how long it is? Nah, I can't work it out, but it's stupidly slow. Get it cloned, get our Molly cloned. What you have for a crisp sandwich? Schnazzy mayonnaise. What's in your schnazzy mayonnaise to make it schnazzy? We're talking peri peri. When you filmed it was 20 frames a second. Yeah, that's what's 20 frames a second. 24 frames a second, sorry, is standard, isn't it? Most common use is 24, 25 or 30. 24 in the US, 25 in Europe, or 30 everywhere else. 900, you have the smoothness of normal video, but 30 times slower it is. A lot of people are now using 60 frames per second in 4K as a standard. I don't understand why. 24 is pretty much what the eye sees anyway, so it looks more natural, and you get motion blur when you're moving your hand. It's supposed to blur, and it's not supposed to be absolutely 100% sharp. It shouldn't be like that. Yeah, but 960 is just stupid, it really is. Looks amazing. No. Buttered toast is nice, my daughter loves it. A team of mollies can beat any team of humans at anything. Tomas, you are signing off, no worries, mate. Get your head down. Love to you and Mrs. Tom and Domingo. Hope everyone's feeling better tomorrow. Sending positive vibes your way from Sefton, all the way from Sefton, which is a long way, as we know. It's a long, long way. Yeah, you have 24 frames per second in theatres, 30 on DVDs because it looks better according to the way you view it, and the same with if you are uploading to YouTube, you can quite happily do 24 frames per second However, Instagram only uses 30 frames per second, so if you don't do in 30 or higher, it looks weird. So you've got to be careful depending on where you're putting it. Which is very weird. Know what I mean? 24 frames per second looks way better though. It looks more cinematic. Cinematic, lad. Especially with a decent colour grade. Maybe a little bit of grain, bit of film grain in there. Oh, Nick's gone into his tech wanker thing, hasn't he? Nothing but good vibes from here. Tom Ash is right. It's all going to be good in her blood. But it's mad how different film looks. Just in different frames per second. Different ways of filming. I've got a newfound respect for people who are actual proper filmmakers or directors of photography and all that kind of stuff. People actually know what they're doing is amazing. Even me pissballing about can make things look completely different. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. Genuinely. Are you gasping? Are you gasping, are you? Right, we'll have to do another one because it is Sunday after all. After all.
But Kipper's Vindaloo. It can't be good for you.
Deer wanders into YMCA in Kentucky. The Louisville Metro Police Department said on social media that officers responded to the Chestnut Street YMCA on a report of a trespasser refusing to leave. When officers arrived on scene, we were met with a subject literally staring at us with a deer in the headlights look, the post said. To our surprise, the YMCA doesn't offer memberships to deer. Who knew? The post included a video of the deer being escorted back outdoors. Police said they have seen an increase in reports of deer wandering into urban areas, likely due to recent floods. It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Very poor. Very poor indeed.
Very poor indeed, very poor. Oh dear. Oh dear indeed, very poor, very poor. When you did work experience at a film company, you and a fellow 10th grader made a short film in Final Cut, which is amazing, but it was the first time you did 30 frames and edited on a Mac. I haven't used Final Cut. I've used a little bit of DaVinci Pro, which is free. DaVinci Resolve rather. Which is mad. Free of charge, DaVinci. Made by Blackmagic. Amazing stuff. Just can't get it to work properly though. Not the way I want it. I think even with 16 gig of RAM, it's not quick enough. It needs double that. And I don't think I can upgrade my laptop. Unfortunately. A bucket would be lovely. A bucket. Where have we got? Have we still got the buckets? Where are they? A nice bucket of tea. There you go. That's a good looking bucket, to tell you that. We like them. Oh, Kippers. Oh dear indeed. Yeah, I know. Who does he think he is? The deer be out everywhere. They are. They're absolutely everywhere. Eating the whole of Scotland as well, the deer. That's why no trees can grow there. Every time there's a sapling comes up, a deer goes over and eats it. That's why the place is bald when it should be completely covered in trees everywhere. But it's not. So it's not. Yeah, you need a very, very good computer these days for editing. You need a gaming PC. I've got a gaming PC and I don't think it's... Even that, I don't think it's absolutely 100% right. Even that's got 16 gig of RAM and a graphics card. And it still struggles at time. DaVinci Resolve is great. I do most of my editing, as little as it is really, on my phone. On VN, which is a great program. I need to up my game now and improve things, so I will start trying to do this a bit more on the actual computer. I've got all my bits for the latest video. I'm going to put that together on my phone, but I might just import all of those clips into the computer and see if I can do it on there as well. See if it looks better. See if it works out better. We shall see. And I can see exactly why a lot of these big YouTubers, the big channels, will hire someone to do their editing for them, because it's an absolute ball ache. I mean, if you enjoy doing it, part of the process, brilliant, but just to make like an 8, 9, 10 minute video, you're taking 3 or 4 days of editing, which for a hobby seems a loss. You're not making a film. Yeah, the rendering is horrible. It does take forever. Pray the computer doesn't crash. It's one of the reasons why I love doing it on my phone, because the rendering still takes a while to do, but the phone's absolutely rock solid when it comes to stuff like that. Especially given the fact that it's a really powerful phone, and when you're squeezing everything down so it's only being shown on a phone screen, it's nowhere near as intensive as it is on a lappy. Know what I mean, bro? You do all the clips on a tablet. I know you do. Fair play to you. But when you start doing things that are in 4K, multiple clips with colour grading on them, and watching a lad, Camera Conspiracies, a Canadian channel, Casey, he's looking for the perfect camera, also looking for the perfect PC or Mac to do his editing. And when he does things side by side, how on earth your computer is not melted, I do not know. He's struggling. He's got a brand new computer, still not good enough. These proper full-time pros must have the highest MacBook you can get, M4 chip, 4 or 5 grand's worth of kit. We can't afford that. Yeah, the rule of thumb, it takes a pro editor an hour per minute if there's no extra stuff needed. So when you think about a 10-minute YouTube video, if it's a pro editor, 10 hours, just straightforward, 10 hours for a straightforward video. So for someone like me, who doesn't know what he's doing, treble, quadruple that at least. And then think about a 90-minute film. Jesus, man. There's a lot involved. There really is. But that's what, I suppose that's why I'm lucky that my channel's just me in a car normally, chatting absolute shite. Don't need to really edit that. I use Gling, which is a program which cuts out, fucking hell, it's ridiculous. It cuts out all the ums, the ahs, all the periods of silence, and sticks it all together like a real YouTuber would. And I watched about 30 seconds of it the other day, and I felt sick. This is not the way it's supposed to be. It looks like Max Headroom, just constantly glitching, going to the next sentence. Ridiculous. I wish people had stopped doing that on YouTube. Just speak normal. If there's too many ums and ahs, cut it out, but not just jump cut, like that. Just can't keep up with it. And someone doing that on the screen, yeah, that's not how people talk. Leave the problems in. The football one was done relatively quickly. Relatively. Yeah, that trend, it's horrible, isn't it, Casper? Too many people do it as well. To the point where I would expect a pause, a breath, maybe a, well, what I should have done is, and then it just sounds natural. And they're cutting down something that should be 12 minutes down to about 6 minutes, and then having to pad it so it's over 8 minutes to get mid-rolls in. Just makes no sense. I don't like it. I don't like it. Morning, Jackie. She collapsed, has she? Were you in bed, Jackie? Were you in bed? Were you alright? You haven't fell asleep on the sofa, have you? You haven't slipped onto the floor, surrounded by fur babies. Bless her, bless her. Oh, my shoulder's giving me jip. Oh, man. That'll be sorted later whenever I lie down. See if I let my arm hang off the end of the bed. That helps. Bizarrely. Hopefully she's in bed. She has been though, hasn't she? Like sort of recently. Last few times she's mentioned that she's been in bed watching the stream, so if you fall asleep, you just fall asleep in bed. It's not an issue. You just hopped into your bed as well, Ali Ali. Good thinking, good thinking. Ready for a big day tomorrow? No running. Tie your laces. Make sure of that. Ali's already in there. Getting comfy. That's what you need to do. It's Sunday, innit? I'm not. I've still got stuff to do before I can get in my bed. What have we got for tomorrow? Oh, 9 o'clock, not bad. Not bad. That's the latest she's been in for a while, that. That's not bad at all. I can settle with her. You have to get Ali a helmet. Oh, man. Don't get old, man. Don't get old. Stay forever young. It's not good for you. Yeah, you're going for a spin on the tractor. You'll definitely need a helmet for that one. Be careful on them tractors. They shift as well, them things, don't they? Look massive. You think they just be trundling, but they're not. You see them go and they proper go. Well, a lot of them are Lamborghinis after all, aren't they? You'll be on the transport box. Too late, you're old already. You're not old, Mandy. No one's old in this stream. We just have different levels of experience. That's all it is. That's all it is. No one's old. Although I felt it the other day when I woke up on Thursday. Don't know what it is. Don't know why 52 is a... It rings a bell in my head and I can't work out why. Ah well, no biggity. Sure, you'll be grand, so it is. You will, you'll be alright. Throat's starting to go now. See, this is what happens when you get old. Falling apart. Top speed of yours is only 16 miles an hour. Right, feels faster because it's over 70 years old. So it's a proper old school tractor, not one of these Johnny come lately ones. I've seen some of those old tractors. They look gorgeous as well. Proper works of art. Much better than the brand new ones. Can't say you've ever been on a tractor, man. You have never been on a tractor. Never lived. Never lived. I haven't either. Despite the fact that there's farms all the way around there. But then I don't know any farmers. Have to change that, yep. Get yourself over. Donald will take you for a spin. On his tractor. They can be a pain in the arse as well, those things. When you come round the corner on like the moss and you think it's going to be alright, there's no cars coming, I'll just get round this corner and there's one coming, this massive, huge tractor coming towards you. Belated happy birthday. Thank you very much. Reckon the seats might be better on the new. I reckon they will be better on the new ones, Louise, definitely. But just the old ones look dead cool though, don't they? Proper cool. Ones look like they're hand painted with bits of cream paint on them as well. Just look lovely. These new ones just look, they're too high tech for nothing. You know, I don't know. The new ones look electric. The old ones look acoustic. Is what I'm trying to say, basically. I want an acoustic tractor. Oh, you might have done as a kid. Your dad's from a farming family. Ah, well, you might have done. There may well be pictures of you with that sepia tint that we always had in the 70s on a tractor, beaming with a big smile on your face. I reckon there is. Mark my words, man. Yeah, your ones is metal. There you go. Much better. Just proper old school. I love the old school. I mean, what is it? There's a show on Sky. I can't think what it's called, but they regularly find old tractors and get them done up and sell them on. I want more of that. A chocolatier for Monday. It's always the spoon, man. Spoon, man. And a pint for our Louise. Do you want to flirt with that, love? Lovely stuff. More buckets of tea. Another bucket of tea. Lovely jubbly. Why is buttons being pressed? Why is that on there now? Buttons have just pressed themselves. There's no need for this. Bang out of order. Bang out of order. Alright, and you have an exhaust that is either waving or raising its hat. I know what you mean. Yeah, brilliant. I love stuff like that. Like your mum grew up on a farm. Remember, as a really young kid, your granddad didn't have a tractor. He used a horse called Toby. That is proper old school. Horse drawn. Brilliant. Don't think you've seen any pics, but you were camera shy as a kid too. Ah. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. It is a rattling hat. Is that what you call it? I know what you mean. On top of the exhaust, on top of the chimbley, doing that. Lovely stuff. We need more stuff like that, saving. More old cars, more old tractors, more old stuff in general. Don't need to go down this this route of everything being brand new and made out of pissing plastic. Don't forget Horace. Well, it is Sunday after all. Hoo-yah! There he is. My laptop runs slow. It needs far more memory. Exactly like Nick. Hoo-yah! Cheeky bastard. I know I need more memory, but then I've had issues. Who does he think he is? Who does he think he is? Granddad used to bring milk to the dairy down the road on the horse and cart back in the day. Proper old school. Just these are traditions. We should be keeping these things alive, even if they've got 6 billion horsepower tractors. Just keep the old traditions going as well. I want to see more of it. Otherwise, we end up losing these traditions completely. It's part of our history. Especially if you come from a farming family. Somewhere down the line, you'll have a family that farmed day dot all the way up to where we are now. And everything in between. Cheeky bastard, Horace. Cheeky bastard. I do need more memory though. Not just in me laptop. In my brain. I can remember loads. But not enough. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? There's times where the stuff there, I know it's there. I just can't access it. I'll get there though. As Jed as my witless, I will get there. Or maybe not. Who gives a shit? If this is as good as it gets, this is as good as it gets. It's better than where I was. Aye? Although saying that, again I was watching someone having a wander around, where was it? Lake District. It looked a fairly okay walk. I could do that, I thought to myself, I could do that. I couldn't do that. If I can pick me battles though, I could be able to walk up some of these fells. Either in the Lake District, Peak District. I think some of the Welsh ones, North Wales, I think it's a little bit too hilly for me, but I could try. Definitely not Cribgoch though. Jesus, man. Remember visiting the family farm in mid Wales? I had to go through 2 other farmyards to get to it. Jeez, man. No roads, obviously. Definitely not. The founder of Celtic is from the town closest to where your mother grew up. He was a monk. Yeah, it's a very religious club, isn't it? Celtic. That was the way it was brought up anyway, or the way it was started. Last farm on the top of a hill. Used to call it heaven. Sounds it? Wales, man, it's such a beautiful place. Beautiful, bloody beautiful. I'll tell you where it was. Is it Nantley? Nantley. One of those, whatever it's called, the Ridge. Which from where they took the original photograph or the original bit of filming, made it look like it was in the Alps. It looks like it was fucking miles away and like that thin, the ridge, but I suppose it's bigger than that when you get up close to it. But it looked scary. Very scary. Exactly, Ali, exactly. When I was lying in that hospital bed, I would have given my left bollock to be in this position where I am now. You limp when you walk around Tesco. I know when I'm walking around fucking Tesco, I drive myself there to pay for stuff with the money that I've earned in work all week. I would have give it for that. So, I've already improved. Anything else will be alright, a Brucey bonus. But I will get better, I will improve at least. Might not get back to being 100%, but I will improve. Then I can go on a tour of the UK. I can go to every single massive mountain that we've got, which we haven't got, and just step a foot on it and say I've been on Ben Nevis, I've been on Irwitha, I've been on Scarfell Pike. I can say that, can't I? How far up did you get? The first step. It doesn't matter, I've been on there. I need to get out there at some point though. Even just for a gentle walk. Just for a cup of coffee at the bottom of a fucking mountain. In one of those tea rooms or something. Just go and actually have a look around. Definitely need to go and do that. I can wave now, I can. I look Forrest Gumpish when I do it. Life is like a box of chocolates. Yeah, but I can sort of wave. I can do that in the car. Oh, you bastard. I'm struggling today because I'm tired. Muscle-wise, I'm tired. Yeah, this needs to crunch at some point. Oh, fucking hell. I haven't done my thing today. I have to do that. The left hand, which is the knackered one, has to be the one that's actually moving. This one's just to keep it in place. So all the power is coming from that. Down, left, right, 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 7, 5, all that kind of stuff. I haven't done that today, which I should do. But I've had me good walk, got my steps in. Getting there slowly, man. And once the kids go back to school, that's when I'm going to start getting on Ainsdale Beach a bit more. Can't at the moment, it is absolutely rammed. Rammed with a capital F. That's more than I can do on stream 1. Exactly, I am so much better off than I was. There's loads more I could do with, but it's, yeah, cost, time, effectiveness. There's loads of other things that I could possibly do with. A weekly massage. A monthly catch up with an OT and a physio. Would that be enough though? For the time being, loads more walking. And then see where we go from there. It'll be a while before I'm able to climb Mount Pendle, Louise, just telling you that now. Before I can come round and drop off the air fresheners for the yaks' horns. Have yaks got horns? I haven't even got a fucking clue, man. Win the Euro billions. I could do that. I could do that, couldn't I? Sorry, I'll do that on Tuesday. There you go, sorted. I could do with that. If I did that, I always said I'd like to stay in this house. I like it. Would I? Fuck. I would buy a big place with a gym, and then I would pay physios, occupational therapists, massage therapists to come in almost every day and work with me to get as well as I can be. I think I deserve it. I don't deserve it, but you know what I mean. I would, if I had the money, I'd definitely pay for it. Just bloody expensive. Get a PT and a hot tub. I'm not sure they'll allow me to take a PT into a hot tub, or a PT and a hot tub. Yeah. A PT, an OT, a hot tub, a swimming pool, and a gym. All of it. Because genuinely, I mean, I'm watching far too much of this stuff, of people wandering around the UK's beautiful environs, but looks amazing. And up until, well, just over 2.5 years ago, I could have done it. I never did. Instead, I'd sit in the house and get pissed. You don't know what you've got till it's gone. It's true. Absolutely 100% true. Because now I want to do it and I can't. Yeah, a small 4x4 Lambo tractor. Of course. With a personalised licence plate. Stroke 1. And a real sausage dog named Myron. Oh my God, would you look at the sausage dog? He's adorable. Is his name Myron? He looks like a Myron. I would get one as well. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, I would buy this house as well because we do love it. But I'd want somewhere with a load of facilities in the house. And there's plenty of those just down the road. Lots of 3, 4, 5 million pound houses with lots of stuff in there already. A silly sausage. Plus, would it be in my own gym, in my own house? I could stream stuff, couldn't I? Or record stuff. This is what happens when you're actually doing your physio. I couldn't do that in the clinic where I was going to. You can't film in there. But if it's your own place, I will film it and show people what you have to go through to improve. There you go. And I can't now. What are you doing to improve? I am walking. I do the occasional stroke walk video. Not really showing you what I'm doing though, is it? I would need someone else to go with me to film that. Which again, I would need to hire someone for that. Get a proper dog. A sausage dog is a proper dog. Oh my god. A robo dog. Like Matthew. Matt the dog from Still Game. Them fucking massive XL bully things. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I could have another dog, to be honest with you. After we had to have Corby put down. It was horrible. Horrific, with a capital H. Horrific. Not sure I could. A robo dog. Oh my god, it's a robo dog. Anyway. Sausage dog plushie ordered. You know what it's for, don't you? It's not me, not me. Lost 2 dogs last year, it wasn't pleasant. Horrible, isn't it? I lost all 4 grandparents. I never cried at any of their funerals. But I broke my heart crying when the dog went. Stupid. I was a bit more stoic when it came to me grandparents because I had plenty of time with them. More time than a lot of people do. I got to spend quality time with them. And I knew they were, well, pretty much all ill. So I was expecting it more. So it sort of made me peace with it. Whereas with the dog, she was ill and then she had to go. Fuck no. Horrible. And she knew when she was going as well. Jumped up in the back of the car, in a hatchback car, panicking, like there's something wrong here. Horrible, horrible, man. Doing great. Thank you, Ali. Trying to get there. It's fucking hard though, you know, it really is. Really is hard. But it's my own fault. I let myself down. I have to pay the price. Hopefully, by talking about it, I can stop other people from going through that. That was the whole plan. Which is why the channel's slightly changed now to me just chatting shit all the time. I can't really show what I'm doing to improve, so it's just now, this is my journey, this is what I'm on. I couldn't even think about stuff like this when I first started my journey. Now I'm getting stuck into the philosophy side of things. I'm trying to work out my place in life. So what you see is what you get, so to speak. Hugs are... Life happens, good and bad, it does. Bonuses though, I've met you, I have. That is a right Brucey bonus. Some wonderful people. Genuinely wonderful people. And I don't think I'd be here now where I am at this stage if it wasn't for you people as well. Dragging me through some of the darker times when I needed it. An arm round the shoulder when I need it. A kick up the arse when I need it. You don't let me wallow in self-pity when I don't need to. So it's good. Thank you. I do appreciate each and every one of you. You're the best, man. You are. Every fucker on YouTube says the same thing. I've got the best community. I've got the best community. I genuinely think I have. Absolutely 100%. So thank you. Soul pull. Give me the full soul. I can't do the dual soul pull though yet. But yeah, I have a soul pull on me. Hang on, that sounded terrible, isn't it? But these things are meant to happen, aren't they, obviously? Like-minded people. Birds of a feather flocking together. As 'twere. This might be the yin-yang thing. Where one decision takes you in that road. One decision takes you in that road. Maybe I should have either gone one way and been healthy and done something else, or my brain exploded and I met you people, so it was one or the other and I ended up going this way, so it was meant to happen. We are not Legion, but we are loyal. We're almost Legion. We think alike. We are almost a Gestalt identity. If anyone wants to ask anything, yeah, they can leave a comment. If anyone's got a question from me at all about anything to do with this, just let me know. I'm quite happy to talk through it in absolute detail as much as I can. I don't want anyone else going through this shit. Bad enough I have to do it. But if it means I can help other people not do it, then that's my part of life. I was meant to be this way. Thank you, Ollie. Yeah, much appreciated. But this is what it's all about. Look after yourselves. That's all I'm going to say. Get yourself a blood pressure testing machine and use it. Check yourself once a week if you can. If it's starting to look high, go and see a doctor and be open and honest about everything you do. Don't hide anything, because it's not going to do you any favours. If you smoke, tell him you smoke. If you drink, tell him how much you drink. Not, oh, I do a few units a night when you're drinking 27 bottles of whiskey a week. No, be straight. If you indulge in other habits, let them know. Because if you can find out what it is that's causing things, they can possibly look at what they can do to help you. This is the last resort doing this. It's not good. They can even give you little pills that sort things out, or at least help you. Just don't let it get to the point where your brain explodes, because it's, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Bullshit when it happens. Bullshit. You've got one, but you're not a masochist. It hurts. Everything hurts. You've got one what? Go on. What? Blood pressure. They don't hurt. Don't hurt, man. Just on there. Mine's in there. I've got to do mine tomorrow. I should normally do mine on a Sunday night, but I've stopped doing that now. I do it on a Monday, because I'm streaming on Sundays now, so obviously my blood pressure's high because I'm all excited. They don't hurt. They don't hurt. It's worth doing now, because if it is high, you can get it sorted. If you leave it too long and it's high, bad shit happens. It is not good. A little bit of discomfort from using a blood pressure testing machine is better than being stuck in a hospital and not being able to use both hands. Trust me on that one. Trust me. I'm a stroke victim. It's not good. Discomfort beats brainy exploding. First time you used it, you thought your arm was going to snap. It never gets that bad, ever. Never does. Just got to power through it, man. Power through it. And make sure you're using it correctly. Just above the crease in your elbow. Use them. And like I say, if you see the doctor about things, be honest, absolutely 100% honest with them. There's no point. If you're just lying to them, there's no point. I've been with people in hospital when they've been getting asked questions by doctors and they're still lying. Are you fucking stupid? You're in hospital because things have gone tits up. Be honest so they can help you. You got skinny arms? You have, but you don't have to have big muscles to be able to do your own fucking blood pressure, man. Come on, get sorted. Sort it out where we are. Your uncle died of hypertensive heart attack in 2019. Absolutely 100% be absolutely 100% honest with doctors and check yourself out all the time. Doctors double anything you say. They do if you lie to them. They're not stupid. If you're straight up and honest about things, they tend to know that you're being serious. Ali out, no worries. Get yourself to sleep. No running tomorrow. No running. Right? You listening? No running. No more hospitals. No more illnesses. No more exploding stuff. Nothing like that. Exploding? What? Sound like I'm from the Whittle there when I said that. No more exploding. Sweet dreams when they happen, of course. They will. They will happen. George Michael. Oh, that's a lovely high point to leave things on, isn't it? Look after yourself. Look after yourself. What are we doing now? Yeah, we're gonna have to start looking at cleaning the screen to get ready. If you say you drink 5 pints a week, you write 10, honest or not. Oh, they can tell when you're being honest. They can see it in your eyes. They can see it in your smile. They're all you ever wanted when your arms are open wide. You told a doctor you drank a bottle a night, sometimes 2, and nearly passed out. You meant beer, he thought you meant wine. I did though, I drank 2 bottles of wine a night. Because it's no big deal. But it is, because it's a huge deal, because your brain explodes. It's not fucking good, like, is it? Just be honest with them. Anyway, get your dancing shoes on. This helps as well. Exercise, really good for you. Dancing shoes, dancing. Come on. Are we ready?
Another great night here at the Paris Pause. Folks, go give yourself a round of applause. We've had a good chat, told the odd joke. Now get in our hot tub for a post-stream soak.
And that's that.